Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? We're going to review some scores and then we'll get on to the picks for Saturday. Saturday, there's, I think, 12 games, some early games, so we'll get through them here quick. First, we had Washington against Boston. Boston won that game 5-1. We got that one right. Chicago, in a shootout, played a great game against Tampa and won that game. We got that one right. St. Louis over the Kings 3-2 in overtime. We got that one right. Colorado in overtime against Anaheim, won that one 3-2. We got that one right. Minnesota took care of Arizona 5-1. We got that one right. But then Vegas in overtime did beat San Jose. We got that one wrong. But decent night. Best bet came through, so best bet goes up to 5-4. The parlay was Boston, St. Louis, and Minnesota. All three came through, so we got that parlay right, which was nice. 5-1 for the night. So that brings a total to 41-29 since I've been back at the videos. So it was a decent night. But yeah, let's get at it and go through them quick and make some picks here. First, we got the Rangers taking on the Devils. The Devils are 3-7-0 with a current 4-game losing streak. Mackenzie Blackwood has been confirmed in net for the Devils. The Rangers are 5-4-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Alexander Gorgaev is confirmed in net for the Rangers. The Rangers are in 6th place with 21 points in the Mass Mutual East. The Devils in 7th with 16 points. The Rangers dominated the Devils and won the last game 6-1. The Devils still lead the season series 2-1. The Rangers are firing. They're playing really good hockey. I know that they're going to be looking a little bit ahead here, knowing they play Pittsburgh next, so they're going to want these points. I see the Rangers winning this game. My first pick is going to be the Rangers to beat the New Jersey Devils. Next game, Buffalo against the New York Islanders, another early game. The Islanders are 7-2-1 in their last 10 with a current 3-game winning streak. Varlamov is listed in net for the Islanders against Buffalo, who are 2-7-1 with a current 4-game losing streak. Carter Hutton is listed in net for Buffalo. They're in 8th last place with 15 points in the Mass Mutual East. The Islanders in 1st with 30 points, tied with Washington. The Islanders handed the Sabres a 5-2 loss on Thursday. This will be the second of 3 straight games against the Sabres. The Islanders lead this series 4-0 and have outscored the Sabres 14-5. The Sabres GM, Kevin Adams, goes on and tells the media that the team's play is completely unacceptable. I'm not sure if that's the correct way to motivate this team. I mean, the Islanders will come up with a win here. I'm going to take the Islanders to defeat Buffalo for my second pick. On to the third game, another early game, Philadelphia against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 6-4-0 in their last 10 with a current 1-game losing streak. Tristan Jarry is listed in net for Pittsburgh. Philadelphia 5-3-2 with a current 1-game winning streak. Elliott has been confirmed to be in net for Philadelphia. They're in 4th with 27 points in the Mass Mutual East, and Pittsburgh in 5th with 25 points. Flyers played a beautiful game. The last game was a comeback game, and they won 4-3 over the Penguins on Thursday in regulation. They have a 3-1 lead in the season series. I think this is their last road game before they go home and play Washington. I look at energy in some of these games. I think Philadelphia, with the way they won that last game, are going to come out and beat Pittsburgh again. Philadelphia to beat Pittsburgh will be my pick for that early game. I think this might be the last early game. Florida against Nashville. Nashville's 5-5-0, current 2-game losing streak. Pecorine is listed in net for Nashville. Florida 6-2-2 with a current 1-game winning streak. Bobrovsky has been confirmed in net for Florida. They're in 3rd with 32 points in the Discover Central. Nashville in 6th with 20 points. These teams also played this past Thursday. The Panthers won the game 5-4. Good way for the Panthers to kick off their 5-game road trip. They now lead the season series 2-1. I think this Florida team is surprising a lot of people. I don't think anyone expected to see them where they are. I mean, I think in the overall standings, they're in 4th, and obviously sitting in 3rd in their division. With Bobrovsky and net, I think that the Predators are going to have a tough time. I see the Panthers winning again. Florida to beat Nashville in this game. Next game, Toronto against Vancouver. Vancouver 4-4-2, current 1-game winning streak. Holtby is listed as probable for Vancouver. Toronto 7-2-1 in their last 10 with a current 1-game losing streak. Frederick Anderson listed for Toronto. They're in first with 38 points. They're leading their division and they're leading the league. But in the Scotia North, Vancouver sits sixth with 22 points. The Leafs fell to the Canucks, surprisingly, 3-1 on Thursday night. This will be the last game before the Leafs head home. There was a little luck factor in that last game. Toronto leads this season series 3-1. And I do like Toronto to bounce back here, and they're not going to let Vancouver beat them 2 games in a row. Toronto's going to win this game. Toronto's going to be my pick on that game. Next game, Minnesota against Arizona. Arizona 4-4-2, current 1-game losing streak. I think Kemper is going to be a net for Arizona. I think he'll be all right to play. Minnesota 7-2-1 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Talbot listed currently for Minnesota. They're in third. Tied for third, 27 points, tied with Colorado. In the Honda West, Arizona sits in sixth with 23 points. The Wild and the Coyotes are playing a back-to-back. Minnesota won Friday night 5-1. This will be the second game of the series. I've talked before about how important points are, and Minnesota sees this. They're going to want these points against Arizona. They play Vegas next. I see Minnesota getting a win here. Minnesota is going to be my pick to beat Arizona. Winnipeg against Montreal next game. We've got Montreal having a tough time. They're 2-4-4 in their last 10. Overtime decision. Carey Price listed in net for Montreal. Winnipeg playing well, 7-3-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game winning streak. Connor Hellebuyck is listed in net for Winnipeg. They're second, 31 points in the Scotia North. Montreal in fourth with 26 points. The Canadiens lost their last game to Winnipeg 4-3 overtime on Thursday. With Edmonton's poor play and Winnipeg finding their stride, I mean, they've kind of bounced over Winnipeg now, sitting in second place here in the Scotia North. I think the Jets also have a perfect 5-for-5 in overtime this season. They're a resilient team. I see them getting a win here. I don't think Montreal's ready to start winning yet. I think they got some stuff to figure out still. Winnipeg wins this game. Winnipeg over Montreal. Next game, Anaheim against Colorado. 6-4-0 Colorado with a current 2-game winning streak. Hunter Miska is listed in net for Colorado. Anaheim 1-6-3. I think one of the worst last 10 records in the league right now. Overtime decision. Ryan Miller listed in net for Anaheim. They're in 8th last position, 18 points in the Honda West. Colorado in third, 27 points, tied with Minnesota. Back-to-back for these teams. A lot of these Honda West teams are playing back-to-back games. It looked like the Ducks were going to win, and then obviously Colorado came back, went into overtime, and they won. They now lead the season series 2-1. Colorado is playing really good hockey. They're first in penalty kill. I like the goalie matchup here. Avalanche have a really good upcoming schedule, and I mean, they're going to be looking at climbing the standings here. They should win this game. Colorado to beat Anaheim is going to be my pick. Next game, Columbus against Dallas. Dallas 1-6-3, also not impressive last 10. Current 4-game losing streak. Anton Khudobin listed in net for Dallas. Columbus 3-5-2, current 2-game winning streak. Korpisalo's listed in net for Columbus. They're in 5th with 25 points. In the Discover Central, Dallas 8th with 16 points. These teams have played this past Thursday. Blue Jackets won that game 3-2. Columbus now leads the season series 2-1. Dallas is going to come out strong. I think they got to be pissed about the last game. I mean, they were down, and then they fought back. They were within 1 goal, and then with just over 3 minutes left in the game, brutal penalty on Dallas. It kind of took away their chance of pushing that game into extra time. I think Dallas is probably the worst. They're the best team in last position. I see them winning this game and beating Columbus. Pick's going to be Dallas to beat Columbus. That's my pick. Next game, St. Louis against the LA Kings. LA Kings 6-2-2 with an overtime decision. I'm not sure who's going to be a net. I mean, I think they've got Cal Peterson listed still. We'll see. Binnington has been confirmed to be a net for St. Louis. St. Louis is 6-4-0 in their last 10 with a current 4-game winning streak. They're second, 30 points, one behind Vegas. In the Honda West, the Kings are in 5th with 23 points. Again, back-to-back here. It looked like the Kings were going to take the game. St. Louis tied it late, and then they won in overtime, which was awesome. overtime goal by Hoffman. Season series still has the Kings leading 3-2. It's hard. I mean, when a team loses the way the Kings lost tonight, it's hard to bounce back. I think especially on a back-to-back. And that's, I think, going to be a factor in more than just this game. But I think St. Louis is going to win this next game quite easily. St. Louis is going to beat the Kings. That's my pick. Then the Battle of the West, Calgary against Edmonton. Edmonton 6-4-0 with a current 3-game losing streak. Mike Smith is listed in net for Edmonton. Calgary 4-5-1 with a current 1-game winning streak. I think Markstrom's going to be in net for Calgary in this game. They're in fifth with 24 points in the Scotia North. Edmonton third, 28 points. The Oilers just suffered 3 straight losses handed to them by Toronto. The Flames just played Ottawa and won 7-3. The Oilers lead the season series 2-1. Ward, the coach for the Flames, fired. Daryl Sutter's coming. I don't think he's going to be behind the bench, obviously, for this game. And with the way the Oilers lost the last 3, I see this is a good bounce back game for Edmonton. I really like where they're at here. My pick is going to be Edmonton to beat Calgary. Then the last game, Vegas against San Jose. It was a really exciting game, actually. I watched the last third period of that game. It was good. San Jose 3-5-2 overtime decision. I think Martin Jones will be in net for San Jose. Vegas is 7-3-0, current 5-game winning streak. Marc-Andre Fleury is probably going to be in net for Vegas. They're in first with 31 points. Narrow lead in that Honda West division. San Jose in 7th with 19 points. Vegas extended their winning streak to 5 with an overtime win, 5-4. They lead the season series 2-0. San Jose was in the game right until the end, and I mean, they fought hard to put it into extra time, and then again, to lose, it's always tough mentally, and playing back-to-back, I think it's even harder. So I look at Vegas here to extend their winning streak to 6. That's going to be my official pick. Vegas to beat San Jose, Edmonton to beat Calgary, St. Louis to beat the Kings, Dallas to beat Columbus, Colorado to beat Anaheim, Winnipeg to beat Montreal, Minnesota to beat Arizona, Toronto to beat Vancouver, Florida to beat Nashville, Philadelphia to beat Pittsburgh, Islanders to beat Buffalo, Rangers to beat the Devils. Best bet is going to be the Edmonton game, the Battle of the West. I look at Edmonton to beat Calgary for my best bet. I'm going to parlay the Rangers, Toronto, and St. Louis. I like that parlay. I think that looks good to me. Hope everyone has a great start to the weekend. Good luck with your picks. Enjoy some hockey. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.